Sterling High School was built in 1960 to educate 9th, 10th, 11th, and 12th grade students from Magnolia, Summerdale, and Stratford. A limited-purpose regional school district, Sterling was expanded in 1968 with the addition of the music area, rooms 3 and 4, and the extension of the 100, 200, and 300 hallways. In 1984, Sterling's third bond referendum for $1.36 million was approved. This allowed for the resurfacing of the parking lot, new sidewalks, a new roof, and the breezeway enclosure. 14 years later, we find ourselves in need of our fourth bond referendum. Once again, we are in need of a new roof. Our roof has outlived its 10-year warranty. Screws are beginning to penetrate the rubber membrane. Seams are splitting. Drains are corroding. And leaks are devouring many man-hours and ceiling tiles. Our once proud sidewalks are showing their age. During the summer of 1996, we sealed over 1,000 feet of cracks in our parking lot. We are making an attempt to meet the current Americans with Disabilities Act requirements. A handicap ramp was installed at the end of the 100 hallway. Handicap door handles have been installed in some of our classrooms and offices. The 2 bathrooms in the main hallway are now accessible to the handicapped. We realize with any new building project, a certain percentage must be devoted to ADA. Electrical needs have become a top priority. We recently had to replace our 35-year-old generator. As you can see, like the rest of our building, the electrical service is close to 40 years old. Over the recent years, many wires have shorted out underneath the school. Since the wiring is corroded and broken, alternative methods such as wire molding on the floor and walls are needed to refeed the electrical outlets. We do not have any additional upgradable load to meet the needs of today's electrical requirements. The wire molding on the floor does create some safety problems that we need to address. During the 1995-96 school year, the gas company came in and shut off our service due to the fact that we had a number of gas leaks underneath the floor of the school. Since it was impractical to jackhammer the floor, we were forced to run the gas lines overhead to service our science labs. Unfortunately, we still have gas lines under the school that will need replacing. Our 3 boilers are 1950 vintage. Their controls have served us well in the past, but like most of the good old items, they do need to be upgraded to today's standards. Let's take a look at our major educational needs. Since 1970, we converted classrooms to the following facilities: a PI special education classroom, 2 ED special education rooms, a child study team office, a conference room, a guidance office that used to be 2 classrooms, an athletic trainer's office, a television studio for Channel 18, and 6 computer labs. Today's students and parents need and demand top-grade facilities. As our building stands today, we have failed the New Jersey Department of Education facility monitoring because our projection booth in the auditorium is made of wood and needs to be replaced. Our former closet is unacceptable as an athletic trainer's room. Rooms 304 and 109 are now being utilized as dual-purpose special education areas and need to be addressed. In-school suspension is temporarily being housed in a trailer located at the rear of the building. One of our major concerns is our antiquated and small science labs. It would be impractical and impossible to upgrade these facilities to today's standards. It would be educationally sound and financially prudent to build new state-of-the-art science labs and convert the old labs to needed classrooms. Our performing arts areas are in need of an upgrade and facelift in order to provide adequate facilities for practicing, performing, and changing. Finally, our athletic facilities. Wrestlers have grown accustomed to the substandard practice facilities in our cafeteria. Cheerleaders are forced to practice wherever they can find space, usually in the hallway, cafeteria, or on stage. Our 6 basketball teams will be practicing from 6:30 a.m. to 10 or 11 o'clock in the evening. We are one of the last schools in South Jersey to run on a cinder track. The metal lip is another one of our safety hazards that needs to be corrected. We need additional physical education stations to meet the New Jersey core curriculum standards established by the Department of Education. We have many needs to prepare our students for life in the 21st century. We are working hard to upgrade our curricular needs and staff training. We must now upgrade our plant and facilities to maintain everyone's high expectations. We want to work together to make the educational experience a vital part of the Sterling community.